Greetings, everyone, and welcome to October's Feng Shui Toolkit, where we're going to talk about person, space, time, and universe. And what I mean by that, we're going to talk about business astrology, business feng shui, business timing with the TimeBlazr, and then tapping into your universal intelligence with the Universal Gateway. Hi, my name is Kathleen Horvath Zemansky, and if you are new to my community, welcome. We're so happy that you're here today, and we hope that we are going to be delivering some really great information to help move forward in your business with your goals, and that is using the yin and yang of business. So your job is to do your marketing plan and your business plan, and my offering to you is to help you with the metaphysical side. So we're just giving you a little bit of the tidbits that my clients sign up for, and I just want to see if I can help you in this manner. So if you like what you're hearing, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you really like what you're hearing, go ahead and share it out, because that's how we're going to be able to continue to serve people just like you. So one of the questions I'd like to ask you is, right now, if you can put in the comments below, what is the biggest business obstacle, issue, challenge that you're facing right now? Is it you need more clients? Do you need more time? Do you need more staff? Do you need different staff? Things like that. Tell me what it is. And then it's going to be easier for me to help you specifically with the questions that you have. So please put your questions and comments below, and I'd be very happy to answer them in an upcoming video that we're going to be doing. So today we are going to be talking about timing, and this system has been around for literally thousands of years, the Chinese calendar, and it is based on the same principles that everything in my little toolkit, or massive toolkit, I should say, that has to offer. So that would be the 5 elements, which we're going to talk a little bit about today. It's going to be about Yin and Yang Qi Flow, and really finding the areas that in your life that will be easier for you if you stay within the flow. When you have obstacles happening, I can almost assuredly look back at a chart, a day chart, a birth chart, looking at the feng shui, and know almost immediately why you're having the problems that you are having. And it's because you are not incorporating the best energetics that is available to you. So that's what I'm here to do today. But we are going to talk about the timing piece today. So the first thing that you may want to do is go ahead and download a free version of the TimeBlazr, and you can just go to TimeBlazr.com and note the spelling of that. You might want to take either a screenshot, or I'm sure Alice will be putting those into the comment section. But I want to talk first about, well, you know what, actually what I'm going to do is I want to show you just a very quick, and I'm going to come back to this view, so don't worry about that, but this is the month of October, and we're going to talk extensively about the timing, because the timing is now. We need to really look at what's happening at any current time so we can strategize and make the best decisions. But the first thing I think that is going to be important, or as important to you, is to know what is happening in this month. So it is a Yang Earth Dog month, and this is a very important significance to this particular month from a perspective of, let's just break it down piece by piece. Now to the right of the screen, this is the 5 elements that you may or may not be familiar with. They are fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. But what we have in this particular month, we have 2 yang earths, because the dog is also a yang earth element. So it's like having 2 mountains, just like yang earth is depicted in this little icon. It's like a mountain, and everything is cool if the mountains stay in their own ranges and all of that. But when we have a seismic shift that might be happening planetarily, astrologically, then we're going to see some shakeup. And that's what this month is about. It is about a big shakeup. But how I would like you to even think about this, it really is a month where you're going to have the best opportunity to release and let go of things that are holding you back. So we're entering into a really beautiful phase heading into 2022, which is the water tiger. And one of the main reasons that I'm doing this platform right now is to help you get prepared. I think the biggest mistake people have when it comes to Chinese New Year and all that, they get very excited at the beginning of the year and then they forget about it. And if you are very serious about tapping into the yin and yang of your personal and business life, then you're going to have to take a little bit of effort to understand some of these principles and concepts so that you can use them to your best benefit. Okay, so here is the number one thing I want you to write down right now is release and let go. That is the theme of this month, and it is the theme for the next few months because we're really going into an energetic where we can let go of some past hurts, obstacles, and things that we just feel like are not in the flow for us, that they're holding us back. So this is a month where we can get our head on straight almost about what really is worth letting go. And I would absolutely advise you to take out a journal and start writing down the things that have bothered you at least in the last 12 years, at a minimum. But you can go back to your conception, if you will, of going back to your childhood, depending on how old you are, but your best recollection of things that have happened in the past, because we are humans and we tend to, especially the people that are not as highly evolved, is to continue to repeat the same mistakes, the same patterns. And this is the year. It's the year of the metal ox has been quite messy, as you know. It has literally been a big block of ice that is now starting to thaw. Even though we're going into, in the northern hemisphere, into the more cooler months, we are now breaking out of the seasonal energy of the metal ox and then going into, especially next month, we are fully, truthfully, into that energy that we can tap into already of the water tiger. So therefore, it would be a good use of your time if you started doing a little bit of that inner work. And we're going to use that energy that we're talking about today. We're going to use that tomorrow for Universal Gateway, because I really believe that if you start doing this now, you have, holy moly, you have such an opportunity in 2021 to actually do a trial run of the next 12 years of your life. Imagine that. Imagine that. There's a special conjuncture in a portal that will be opening up. There's several that are opening and closing, and we have the opportunity right now to release and let go of things that are holding us back. I can't impress enough how important this is, because if you don't do the work now, next year your opportunities of being into that portal of opportunity is not going to be as benevolent for you. It's just not, the manifestations will not just be as easy because you haven't done the inner work. So this is really where I'm going to focus the teachings that I'm going to be doing for you on a daily basis, is to help you understand how important it is to really take a bird's eye view of what's happening in our own lives, and assessing, are you happy in your personal life, in your professional life, with your health, with your relationships, with the way that you speak to yourself, that inner critic that's yeah, are you gonna continue to live like that, or do you want to change? If you want to change all of that, then you're in the right place. Okay. So now let's look at the month view. Now the month view is, and we're, if you're listening to me live or close to the time we're live, we're kind of right smack in the middle of the Western calendar as far as the dog month is concerned. We've got a few days that go into November, but for this particular month, we really want to start paying attention to the timing, right? So we've got a couple of really nice days here that I want you to start understanding how important it would be for you to use the timing to help release and let go of things. So the what I tell my clients at the beginning of every month of the Western month, actually what I'm telling my clients is really now is the time that you really want to start looking at your upcoming month, because you don't want to miss any of these great days, right? So this is where we're going to be looking at, we're just going to be looking at this particular screen right now, is what are the days remaining within the month that are vibrant. So today is actually a really nice day. Then we've got the 15th, the 18th, the 22nd, 24th, 5th, and 27th of this month that are the more vibrant days of the month. Now, can you use every day? Absolutely. But to do your important activities, this is where I would really encourage you to take a little bit of effort and um, really start looking at how you can make a difference in your life. All right, so now I'm going to, let's see if I can get over here, but I gotta, hold on, give me a sec. We're gonna go back to home, hold on. All right, we're gonna go back here, and then I'm gonna pull up the TimeBlazr. I think I can do it better, easier from the screen. Okay, so we're gonna go over to the TimeBlazr. There we go. Here we go. So let me just position this just a little bit easier that you can see it on the screen. And I don't think you need my name on there. Hold on just a second again. Got to move the screen again. It's just, there we go. Okay. All right, so now we're looking at the TimeBlazr technology. After you log in, you can now see that there's a lot of information on this particular screen. But what I'd like you to think of, just looking a little bit ahead, what we are really trying to do is release and let go. So, really, actually on Monday the 18th is going to be an opportune time. Now, I typically I'm going to be talking about astrology, and maybe I'll remember to, hopefully I'll remember to remind you that on the 18th is going to be a really good day. Now, the thing that I want you to understand about the TimeBlazr, these stars, these icons, these are personalized to every person. So it is going to be different when the screen that you're looking at. So please take note of that. All right, so really what I want to do is I want to click on to the 18th and just see what kind of energy we have. So it's an excellent remove day. This is a day that I really would love for you to start thinking about, especially between 11 and 2:59, this 4-hour time slot, and this dog hour between 7 and 8:59 is another really great time slot. Now, whether you have stars there or not, these are the times that I would love for you to start making, and you can keep working on it. This would be like a daily practice. What is it that I can release and let go? And sometimes it is about picking up the phone or whatever your means of communication with another person may be, then reach out to them. Maybe you need to make an apology. Maybe you just need to check in with them about a miscommunication. Maybe you need to apologize to yourself and let go of this self-critic. But again, I really want you to start taking the time to look back in time to help you make these decisions. Okay, so, but with that said, we're here today on a success day. So what do we have available for today? Now, when we're looking at the TimeBlazr, there's a couple of things that I want you to understand. When you're looking at the month view, like we saw just a second ago, and I pulled it back up, we have a base foundation for everyone. So let me just remove those icons. It might be a little bit easier for you to see them. The icons are very important, but for today's purposes, we're going to talk about releasing and letting go. And I realize some of you are in time slots where it's already the 14th, and we'll talk about that day as well. Actually, I want to talk about the next few days so you have something to work with until we talk about the TimeBlazr again. But really, the goal is to get as much inner work done as possible. So today is the 13th, again, if you're listening to it live. And then what we're going to be looking at is this information that pulled over from the month view, which it's a favorable success day and it's a wood horse day. Quite nice day. So the positive and negative influences, those are the prevailing energies of the entire day. And at the time of us broadcasting, it's already, midday here. So really what we have is a lot of unstable energy. So, but for meditative work, it is absolutely fine. You're not doing anything that is going to harm things that you're going to be talking about. You're not doing an activation, if you will. So it really is a way for you to I don't know why I did that. It is a way for you to help you really get into, uh, using your body as the antenna versus doing a feng shui activation or sending out a contract or things like that. So I'm going to direct you over to your astrology chart, and I want you to look at two different things. One is the universal gateway, which we'll talk a little bit more about tomorrow. But really, what I want you to just understand is putting your back to the direction that your chart says to put your back to. The other thing that and this is when you're in this meditative state of like trying to figure out what happened in the last 12 years or so. Conversely, and I say conversely, you could look at your um, personal power number, and here you're going to see the top row is four different directions that you may want to face. And the difference between facing and sitting is when you're looking at the personal power directions, you're actually doing something. You're working on your computer, you're conversing with people, you're interacting, you're awake, you're in action. So this is a yang part of the directions that I'd like you to tap into. Now, the universal gateway is the yin side, and this is where you're going to be in more of a meditative state. So this is where you get into meditation, and this is where it's going to help you to start connecting with your universal intelligence. Now, when you think about using these tools that I'm introducing to you, it's something that is going to be pretty darn helpful when you're trying to manifest things that you want. So for today or the remainder of the day, what I would be looking for is, establish some leadership. Have a positive outlook on things that you're doing. Get excited about things that you are doing. Now, we also have to look at the negative influences that, there could be an accident. So do watch about being I don't know. I live in a house of stairs, so I'm always bundling my arms up with too much stuff. So that's not a real good um, safe thing to do. So just be careful about your surroundings and things like that. And then there might be a little bit of futility that means like whatever you try to do, it just seems like it's an endless, um, it was a lot of effort for the results that you wanted. But again, when you're in this meditative state, this is where I'm not really concerned about that because you're now speaking with the universe. By the way, if you do need to get more information about any of the terms that you might see, just go into the training tab that's on this nav bar right here, and then just pull up the training the guidebooks, and it can tell you some of the definitions that you might want to know. All right, let's go on to looking at the Thursday. Now, this is an unfavorable day. As you notice, it's void of any color. But what it is saying that for this particular person, it still is quite good. And this is actually a really good meditation day because you're receiving information from the universe. So this is, again, get into your good positions, either if you're going to be doing something, as in you're going to be looking at different aspects of your meditation work as far as what, your memory bank back to 12 years ago, you may have to take a little bit of effort to do that. So you may have to look back at journals, or look at milestone things that may have happened in events. Like we can go back to 2020 and know when this lockdown started. So what happened in that year, either good or bad, that we need to release. Okay. All right, so the receive day is very good for that. You've got some really nice early time slots. When you see on a day that is void of color, then you're going to want to go absolutely where there's all plus signs. These, like in the dragon hour, which is 7 to 8:59 a.m., it has open doors, which means, opportunities are there. Then we also have counterproductive and lawsuits. So if you're involved in a lawsuit, don't use this hour. And then you may find things that are going to be interruptions to you. So that's where counterproductive, or you do things that are counterproductive. You're supposed to be working, but you end up surfing instead. So then you absolutely want to avoid the hours where it's pure unstable energy for your important activities. But where there's a nice opportunity is the monkey hour, 3 to 4:59, or the dog hour and the pig hour, where it's another 4-hour time slot. So, you have to be a little bit flexible in using the system, but it certainly will serve you if you tap into the best energetics that is available for each person. All right, now we're back to another beautiful green day, and we have an open energy on this day. This is good for opportunities. And now we see a little bit of a new color here. This is a box that is teal in the positive influences, and you can see the word quick action. Whenever you see quick action, and I see a number of different positive energies, and it can show up in the prevailing energy of each and every day, or it can show up within a time slot. The thing I need to caution you about, again, remember, positive and negative influences prevail over the entire day. Therefore, for example, this horse hour, you need to be careful that you don't trigger this energy very quickly either, because things happen very, very quickly. But on this particular day, the best opportunity during standard working hours is 1 to 2:59. And then you might have a late, either, dinner with somebody, or, you could even have a webinar, even though Fridays are a tough time to get people to gather for a webinar. Depending on what you're doing, though, it could be a fantastic opportunity for you. And then Saturday, we've got a close day. Now, this would be, to me, another way that we can close off and get rid of things that no longer serve us. So we've got some really nice times between 11 and 2:59. And then again, we have 5 to 6:59. Again, go for the positives when you really want to get more in strides in your efforts. But for meditation, like I said, you can use any of these times, but I particularly like to tap into the ones that have favorable energy. And then we're going to go to Sunday. We have an unfavorable established day. That's establishing authority. And here we go. We see a nice teal box in the hour there. So between 3 and 4:59, only this hour, things will go very, very quickly. Now, again, I really must remind you, what you see on this screen may not be, or can't be, unless you have the exact same birth date of this person. Your TimeBlazr will look a little bit different. So that is something you need to keep in mind. But when you see, even on an unfavorable day, there are pockets of time that are absolutely usable, and you should use them to the best of your ability. All right, now we're going to go to this remove day, and then I'm going to stop from there, because I don't want to overwhelm you too much. But here again, we have another beautiful happy ending. So wouldn't that be a great day to go ahead and remove things that no longer serve you? This would be a great day to declutter. This would be a great day to do a cleanse. This would be a great day to archive files, and it would be a great day, a superb day, to release and let go what no longer serves you. Now, this is a very robust system that has a lot of search features and things like that. But For now, we're going to keep it at, oh, my texts are blowing up. Sorry about that. We're going to keep it at just planning out these next few days. And then we'll be back next week to talk about the rest. But we have opportune, very, very opportune times that you can absolutely make some headway by coming into this particular month, that we still have several weeks left that I would highly recommend that you use to get rid of things that are holding you back. So really, that's the first step to your success, is clearing the decks. When you think about it, if you're someone that has, maybe a little bit too much clutter or something like that, and you get rid of stuff, and you make more room, what happens? More opportunities come your way, right? So this is where I think it can be very helpful for you if you really wrap your head around your releasing and letting go for bright new possibilities, so that you can thrive in 2022, in the year of the water tiger. So have an amazing rest of the week. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be doing a meditation where we're going to actually put these practices into play. So you're going to want to have your astrology chart ahead of you, and then we'll see you tomorrow. So have an amazing rest of the day. Thank you again for following us today. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you tomorrow. And make good chi follow wherever you go. Take care. Bye-bye.